And we will look now at the starting goaltenders. Mike Vernon, the veteran, wearing number 29 as he has most of his career. 12-20-5 the record, and an .889 save percentage. And at the other end of the ice, John Sebastian Aubin, 7 games above the 500 mark, and a 5-3 win against Atlanta on Thursday night. The referees, Tom Cowell and Greg Kimmerly. And you saw the 2 linesmen there, Johnny Murray and Mark Paris. Begin play here as a hit by the Penguins, Andrew Ferentz. On Johnny Gauthier as the puck sails into the Calgary zone to begin the contest. The Penguins looking for it here is in the left wing corner, Jagr with an 8-game scoring streak. And played away to the blue line, but not out. Jagr has the puck. Lemieux trails the play. Jagr looking, and the Flames intercept, and they push it outside the line. This will be Andrew Ferentz, the Penguin defenseman, paired out here with Janne Laukkanen. Gauthier, who leads this team in hits with 210. And 2 of the bigger hitters in the National Hockey League defensively. Gauthier wearing a protective shield around his jaw area, so you know that he's been involved physically. But there he is, Kasparaitis, second only to Chara of the New York Islanders in hits on the season.
Got to watch out for Gauthier. He likes to take some runs in a neutral zone. If you're coming through as a Penguin forward or a defenseman for that matter that's carrying a puck, you got to watch out for Gauthier. He likes to come across the middle, lay those big hits out. Second line on for the Penguins. Mark Savard takes the puck and swings it up. Here's McNelia getting hit by Kasparaitis, and Bure slams it to the Penguin goal off the blocker. John Sebastian Aubin back from the right point. Deflected away, and it comes into the corner, and Ferentz battles for the Penguins. Ginla leads his club in goal scoring. Kovalev winds it up to center to Marty Straka. And it's a 2-line offside pass as we'll take a look at the lines here. Well, there's a look at Don Hay, the coach of the Calgary Flames. Dave Lowry, a recent free agent signee, played in San Jose last year. Some good forwards up front. Mark Savard come over from the New York Rangers in a trade, and really their defense, they got a lot of experience back there. You get a guy like Housley and Abilene and Derek Morris, who sat out the first 2 months of the season with a contract disputes, come back, and since he's come back, Mike, they're 4 games over 500 with Morris in the lineup, 7 when he wasn't in the lineup. So a big part of the Calgary Flames from the 53, Derek Morris. We're gearing up, a defenseman slams it in behind the Penguin goal. Robert Lang throws it around the boards to Marty Straka. Chris Clark now battling him, and a whistle sounds. We've got a penalty coming up here, a slashing call. We're going to get our first penalty of the night, and it goes against the Calgary Flames. Well, a little bit unusual. Calgary's a pretty solid team as far as being disciplined, and Clark is going to take the penalty, and he'll be sent off here. Take a look at the defensive pairings. No Jeff Norton tonight, a scratch, as well as Sven Butenschan, who has a sore shoulder. And Joseph Melikar was sent back to Wilkes-Barre today with the return of Bergevin and Hans Janssen. Chris Clark gives a whack to Marty Straka. Chris Clark is going to go to the penalty box out of Connecticut. Went to Clarkson College, a 3rd-round pick in '94 by the Flames. So the Penguins slam it in behind the net, and Vernon settles it down, stops the puck. The netminder for the Calgary Flames. Kovalev at the right point. The Penguins on a tear here on the power play lately. 9 for the last 25, and it comes to the left side of Lemieux to Kovalev, shooting the puck, deflected. Morris is going to take it and ram it off the boards. Back to the blue line, held in for a moment, and up ahead it goes. Calgary has only 2 shorthanded goals on the year. They are tied for the league low, if you will, not high, for the least shorthanded goals of the season. Columbus has only a pair, and Calgary with 2, and there's one other team, and we'll get that for you in a moment. But only 2 shorthanded goals, but the Penguins have been giving up an awful lot of shorthanded goals here in the last month. Jagr to Lemieux in the left wing corner, around the net, and Jagr can't get it. It was deflected by Vernon. Kovalev, good hustle there by Dave Lowry, who's having himself a terrific season. Lowry not only is a good 3rd-line left winger or 2nd-liner and working, but scoring goals, killing penalties. Well, he played great in the playoffs last year for San Jose. This is Jagr with the Penguins settling in, goes to Lemieux, and it's deflected. Abilene got a stick on that and goes all the way to the Penguin blue line with 40 seconds to go, and the penalty to Chris Clark. Jagr trying to go to the left side, and Wilm will take the stick and deflect that into the seats. So they're borrowing a page out of Eddie Olczyk's penalty killing book, and they're using that stick like crazy. You got to lead with your stick. Clark Wilm did a nice job there of coming back. Jagr tried to go all the way across to Lemieux, but earlier than that, Lemieux started it all, trying to go right through the crease. Jagr comes back with his stick as well, but a little help from Mike Vernon right in the crease area. Good goaltender there helping out. Anything that goes through that blue area right there, a lot of times you'll see the goaltender stick come right out and deflect it. More times than not, your coaches will tell you any passes that go through the crease are more the responsibility of the goaltender than the defenseman trying to knock them down.
Robert Lang with a clean win to the right side. Kovalev spins it over to Jagr with the Penguins. His wrist shot to the net. That stop made by Vernon. And the rebound pushed all the way off the skate of Kovalev. He'll leave it for Marty Straka. 23 to go in the penalty. And Jagr's turning shot blocked. Picked up by the Flames, who are 13-13 on the road. They've got 4 ties and 2 losses in overtime. Better team on the road this year are the Calgary Flames than they have been at home. These 2 teams played to a 1-1 tie earlier this year in November at Calgary. Mark Bergevin back in. How about Nordy scores the game winner in Atlanta, and he's tipped tonight.
Yeah, he's played really well. I like that pair of Ferentz and Norton. Played really well as of late.
Off the boards, and Vernon hauls it in. The penalty expires, and Clark gets back on the ice. So the Calgary Flames survive the first power play chance the Penguins have. You know, it's interesting. The Penguins on the power play, we gave you the numbers at the outset of the broadcast. 9 now for the last 26. Of the last 26 chances they've had against, they've given up 9 goals too. So they're exactly right now at this point on a tear on the power play, and they are on a tear the other way in penalty killing, unfortunately, to the downside. And right back in behind the net, Hrdina hustles over for the puck. Wayne Primo and Joseph Baranik, the other members of this line. Jure trying to get the puck out. He can't. And Savard comes over to handle it, and he'll go cross rink with it. Up off the board. Jure overskated the play. He had a tough start. I mentioned that too at the beginning. Jure starting to find the net now. Whether Pavel Bure of the Florida Panthers. Heavy slap shot from 60 on Aubin. And JS will glove it with the right hand and hold on to it.
Well, the American Hockey League's coming to Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Baby Pens from Wilkes-Barre Scranton take on the Philadelphia Phantoms. American Hockey League right here on Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
Well, today is a hat giveaway. UPMC sponsoring that, and there are literally 17,000 hats here in this building. Somebody scores an HT tonight. I don't know what. I don't know if they put them back on the ice or not. Kind of the 4th line out for the Penguins here as Hrdina will take the face-off in his own end. Morozov hops over the ice, and he'll join this line now. Change there for the Penguins. Usually when they put a line on under Ivan and Lincoln, they just put them all out. Whatever the situation, they will handle it, but they use Hrdina in a specialty role to handle the draw on his own end.
Yeah, Alexei Morozov centering between Oliva and McKenna.
Shot sails wide to the right stick, hand side of Vernon. An offside call against the Penguins entering Calgary territory.
It's going to be an intentional offside. Veteran linesman Mark Pear felt that the Penguins just intentionally shot that puck in. Johnny Laukkanen dumped it in, and the discretion of the linesman to call it intentional or not. So the faceoff comes all the way back into the Penguin zone. Boy, if the Pens own the Calgary Flames the last 10 here in Pittsburgh.
They have not won since February of '89 here in this building. And that was the year they went to the Stanley Cup Finals and won the Stanley Cup. Gauthier from the faceoff. Heavy shot. Bounces off Aubin. Off an interference. Team up here. Settling the puck as it comes to Jagr. And they've got Stillman out. Shot and Wilm working against Lemieux's line. And drilled down the boards into the Penguins' end. Ferentz goes back. Stillman took a piece of him as he bumped him along the boards. Wilm will take it, throw it in front. Ginla, or Schanz is knocked off his skates by Ferentz. These have been very physical here in this first period. Onto the net by Stillman, hopped off the pad of Aubin. And a penalty coming up against the Penguins here. An elbowing call. Kevin Stevens is going to be sent off, and it will give Calgary the power play.
Really, the Calgary Flames have a bunch of guys that can beat checkers. Jeff Shantz and Corey Stillman are two guys that are good offensively, but also can play defensive roles, and along with Clark Williams. So that line was out there against the top line of the Penguins and hemmed the Penguins in their zone very well by just throwing the puck at the net, having pressure. Kevin Stevens is going to get a penalty right here. Tony Lidman goes in and pinches up. Looked like Stevens kept his arms down pretty well, but nonetheless, Calgary Flames go on the power play.
Now, one thing we're seeing here in the first period is that both referees, it appears, are going to call this game very close, at least in the beginning. Tom Cowell and Greg Kimmerly. Power play chance for the Flames, ranked 20th in the National Hockey League. And penalty killing now has slipped to 24th overall at 81.4%. And it has been dismal, to say the least, here. The last 6 games have had a tough time in killing penalties.
The Calgary Flames have the 3rd most power play advantages in the National Hockey League.
They're a plus 59 coming into this game.
And behind Montreal and Tampa Bay.
Kovalev of the pen. It's dropped off. It'll come to Housley to the right side to Derek Morris. Heavy slap shot. That caught the glass and spins up into the seats. This is the second of a 5-game road trip for the Flames.
Oh, he can shoot the puck too. Derek Morris, talked about him earlier, was out in a contract dispute. Got signed a couple months in, and since that time, Calgary's a couple games over 500, 4 to be exact, since Derek Morris has been in. Take a look at Don Hay.
Formerly coached with the Phoenix Coyotes. And getting another opportunity here to coach with the Calgary Flames. When we were there in Calgary, they were going through some really tough times earlier in the year. In case you're wondering where Brad Wawrinka is, the former Penguin. Wawrinka's on the shelf with post-concussion syndrome.
Yeah, he got hit in the game against Vancouver. Donald Brashear hit him and hasn't really recovered that well, so doesn't have any clearance even to work out at all.
Morris trying to drill it to the net. It goes high and wide of the goal again. Housley with a pretty pass over to Derek Morris. He backhands it to the right side. And they set up here as Stillman looks the scene over. Comes in with a shot towards the net, and that's going to misfire. Hustling back to take command of it will be Phil Housley. Housley's numbers are remarkable. American-born player. Up the center to Derek Morris. Just kind of quietly has gone about just putting up some big numbers in his NHL career. Number 6, Housley, but the Penguins are on the move, shorthanded. Baranek and offside against the Penguins. Going to be called a 2-line offside pass. Flames out shooting Pittsburgh 3-1 here in the early going. Penguins look a little tentative here, and I've got to give Calgary a little credit. The Penguins appear to be a little confused right now. Did that make sense to you, or do you feel that?
You know, I think with the way they've struggled, and so much has been made about the way that the Penguins have been on the penalty kill, and that man right there is as good as anybody on the power play. He's got 22 assists, 11 of them are on the power play, but I think the Penguins are just kind of sitting back because in the situations where they've been aggressive, they've been getting burned a lot, Mike. So I think right now they're just trying to be in a box area and not keep the Calgary Flames to the outside, but they got to play with the composure and have that confidence. They're going to go through those tough times and just try to fight through it and do the little things and make sure you get the puck in and out.
McGinley trying to go to the net. He hauls it towards the cage and then a poke checked away. Reminds me a little bit, not quite the size that Jason Allison has of Boston, but he likes to lean in and come to the net or come from behind and make plays. Lidman carries it onto the Penguin stripe, and he'll shoot it in with 15 seconds to go in the Kevin Stevens minor. Pittsburgh shorthanded. Weimer knocks down Kasparaitis. It comes back to the left point to Lidman. He'll swing it over to Iginla. Iginla moves away from Mario Lemieux. Stopped and a shot blocked. He gets it down, picked up and rammed in by Weimer. I think he knocked it in. Jason Weimer, I think, got to the loose puck, knocked it by our man, and it's a goal for the Flames, and they lead 1-0. Well, Iginla made a nice move to get around Mario Lemieux, then went in, his shot was blocked, and then put it on the net, and I think Weimer got the rebound.
Well, a good block by Kasparaitis. He wasn't sure where it was, but Iginla attacked the box, and that's so key. There he makes a move around Lemieux. That's not Lemieux's guy. He goes at him. He goes around Lemieux. Kasparaitis does a great job. Buchner's there as well. Comes in a little late, but Lowry in front. Look at that. 2 guys there. Lowry's there. Weimer comes from the front. It's a tough situation for the defenseman. It's a 2-on-1. He's got to worry about Lowry. Puck goes perfectly to Weimer. and getting hammered by Bugner. Goes on a backhand right between the legs of Alban. 1-0 lead for the Calgary Flames.
It is a power play goal. It comes with only 1 second left in the penalty to Kevin Stevens. So the 10th power play goal given up by the Penguins in the last 27 chances. And the woes continue in penalty killing. Kevin Stevens throws it ahead to Jagr. Lead pass to Lemieux. That's a good sign for Calgary. Lemieux steals, and now Lemieux turned to throw it in front of the open net, but it hit the side of the cage. And the bounce went the way for the Calgary Flames there. Here in the first period, Jason Weimer's ninth.
And tonight's Pittsburgh.com question. Uh-oh, trade rumors everywhere, Mike. Should the Penguins try to trade for Keith Tkachuk? There are your choices. You can log on during or after the game to cast your vote. Pittsburgh.com, link to life in Pittsburgh. It's an uneasy time for a lot of players, well, for the majority of the players in the league.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about that a little bit here when we get an opportunity. Between you telling us what's going on here on Fox Sports Net and all the other things that we bring you here on this fine network. And Jagr with the Penguins. Back on here with Lemieux and Kevin Stevens. A steal here down the right wing and a heavy shot towards a goal misfired. They can't make it happen. Ronnie Sutter and another penalty coming up here. Ronnie Sutter was just recently signed by the Calgary Flames, and Janne Laukkanen sits down. Something about this game for the Penguins, it just doesn't sit right with me. It's just not, they don't appear to be in sync to me. Something's.
Well, they're going to have to turn it around real quick, and hopefully the penalty killing can do it. You're going to take a look, going back to that last goal of the game. Jaromir Jagr goes right at now. If we can stop it right here. Bugner's got the battle here. Jagr's here. Kasparaitis here. The Penguins are in good position here. We're going to let it roll. Kasparaitis does what he's supposed to do. Jagr comes in, and it just happens to go over to Weimer, which is in a corner. Jagr was in a perfect spot. Not his responsibility with the guy Bugner, but the puck just happened to go right to Weimer off to the side. And here's the penalty by Janne Laukkanen on Ron Sutter.
Shorthanded Straka. Bolting back coming up. Calgary has given up 9 shorthanded goals, which is not the league lead by any means. Carolina has allowed 13 on the year. Tops in that category. And it is Straka again charging through to bank the puck into the Calgary zone. Vernon way out of his net again. The second time tonight he's wandered from the goal. Housley will dish it out to Derek Morris, and he'll ram the puck into the Penguin zone. Henley can't get it. Lang will, but he gave it right to the right point to Housley. Left side is Derek Morris. The 5-on-3 coming up here. Another penalty against the Penguins. They're going to be shorthanded by 2 men. Calgary working with the extra attacker with Vernon off in front. They shoot the puck. That stop is made, and now gloved by Alban. Right in front. He finds that loose puck and holds on to it. And it looks as though Darius Kasparaitis might be headed off here. Not only do you go down by 2 men, but you lose 2 defensemen. The makeup of this game is turning crazy for the Pens. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Calgary, this will be the 20th time this year they've had a 5-on-3, and they have 5 goals this year. The 2-man advantage.
Kasparaitis can't believe that there's a penalty, but the puck is behind and he comes in, and Ginley has no idea that he's there, and that's something that the league's trying to crack down on. I think if the puck was there, Mike, I don't think there would have been a call, but the puck was about 10 feet away from the pile. Kasparaitis goes in, finishes his check. But considering that Ginley had his back to the middle of the rink, a 5-on-3 opportunity, 1:12 here. Got to watch for Housley setting up Morris. Morris is their big shooter. Housley will work the middle of the rink, but you got to watch for 53 Morris.
Kovalev trying to win the draw. Comes to Housley, and they look to the left side to Derek Morris. 5-on-3 for 1:05 right now. Bure to Morris. They sneak it over to in the slot. It comes now to the left side, and Bure can't make a shot. Savard goes around here to Valeri Bure. Bure goes to Morris. Now Housley down in the corner. Savard pulls back. Gets the puck to Housley. Winds it over to Morris. Threesome out for the Penguins. In front, a shot by Bure. Stopped. Halbag comes across. Goes back to the right point. 40 seconds on the 2-man advantage. Flames again. Savard pulls. Looks for the play. Now a wrist shot by Morris. Stopped by Alban off his right pad. Bure again with those quick feet. Went to Ginley. He couldn't handle it to tee it up. Housley will. He is so smooth, Phil Housley. Down deep, Savard looks the net over and shoots and scores. Mark Savard beats Alban. And it is 2-0 Calgary. Savard looked off on the play, just enough net to work with, and he pulled it around. Sneaks it upstairs on JS.
Well, Housley setting up shop. Savard walks in. He didn't have a great angle there, but what a beautiful shot, top shelf. Alban's got to be thinking he's trying to go across. He went down a little bit early, and Savard with a great shot. Calgary doing a good job working the puck out high, Mike, and then getting the puck down low. Savard challenging there. Janssen not sure if he should come over, but he gives him all that time, and Savard's too good of a goal scorer if you give him that much time. You tell right there on that overhead look. Give Savard that much time. That was just a beautiful shot. He waited. Alban went down. He roofed it top shelf, but the key was to set up by the defenseman, Morris and Housley.
Now Primo's hauled off his skates as the Flames went back to work on the power play again, but it'll be a tripping call. And Calgary will take a penalty here to even things up. Savard again is 22nd of the year from Housley and Iginla. And Lidman is the guilty party here.
Just stuck his stick between the legs of Primo. Had Lemieux going over. It would have been a 2-on-1 situation. We're gonna have 4-on-4 here for 59 seconds, and then the Pens will go on the power play. Just a good look at Marc Savard. 22nd goal this season already.
Well, I'll tell you what, you shoot the puck like that, you will score 20 to 30 a year. I mean, that is a major league shot there.
And really there, he had it. A lot of times guys get in that position where they kind of start squeezing the stick a little bit and just shoot it from a bad angle. He attacked. Janssen never came at him. He waited. Alban went down, and just a beautiful shot, top shelf.
There aren't many goaltenders in this league. You give them that shot, 9 out of 10, that'll be able to stop it. You just can't stop it. Hard drive on a 4-on-4 right now. Not with that authority on it. Up off the boards, Laukkonen will take the puck, get it back now to Hrdina. Hrdina and Primo, the duo out for the Penguins, onto the net. Vernon stops it. Into the shots here. Calgary with the advantage. And Gauthier moving up down the right wing, and it will come to Wayne Primo. I give the Flames a lot of credit here. They've come out here, and the way the game has been dictated here early on, they've taken advantage of it. Right.
Absolutely.
Power play situations, and they lead 2-0. Abilene cruising around. Back to center. If it wasn't for the horrendous start, and the way the league is now, you just can't afford in the early part of the year to not get a good start, or you're going to have to climb over so many people to get into the playoffs. It's almost impossible. Here comes Lemieux. Left shot. And off the stick of Morris and jumping to the seats. We'll be back.
Coming up Sunday, March 18th, Mario Lemieux will make his coaching debut when he serves as head coach of the Penguins alumni as they face off against the Washington Capitals alumni. Tickets are only $10, and game time is 2 o'clock. That man right there, Joe Mullen, will be suited up along with Ricky Kehoe, Randy Hillier. To order tickets, call 1-800-642-PENS.
Who else is going to play in that game?
I think Tim Claxton's playing.
Is he?
I'm sure Dave Hannon.
That's quite a few, and then there'll be an extra added addition, I'm sure. we'll get to that in a little bit. Here's Lemieux now, moving the puck over to Straka. Penguins on a power play here for the next 40 seconds. 2-0 Calgary leading. Both goals on the power play. Jagr in front. Stevens trying to ram it in. He runs right over Vernon. And the puck hops to the corner. Jagr battling against Ron Sutter. Goes to the right point to Kovalev. Kovalev, bullet of a shot, and he missed the target. Lemieux winds it back to Straka, to Kovalev. On towards the net. It's the backboard. Picked up here by the Flames, and they wrap it around the boards. It hits a linesman. Back to the blue line without a stick. Wilm. He gets the puck as he kicks it back to the Penguin blue line with 10 seconds to go in the power play. Hughes comes up the left wing board. Hughes holding that puck. Turns, goes in behind the net, trying to throw it back to Stevens. He's around the edge of the goal, and Vernon very coolly loves the puck and holds on. Veteran Vernon not too worried about it. Jagr comes off. The Penguins failing to score in their second power play chance. All right, so we've got that big game. That's next Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Right here,
everybody we mentioned there, and then there will be. Oh wow, that's a good-looking human. What happened to your shoulder pads? You don't wear them.
No, I never.
You're
did.
so big, you don't have to wear them.
Yeah, real big. Yeah.
See, they can tell how big your shoulders are.
That's terrible. It's a big
you
setup.
Carried me all year, so they got to be pretty big.
Are you coming to the game?
Oh, Eddie, I wouldn't miss it. Are you kidding me? See you play again?
Yeah, right. Again.
What number are you going to wear again?
I'm not sure. No number. No number. Does Fox have a number?
Okay, I have one for you. Here is Hrdina shooting the puck. Fox blue. Gauthier comes up. greatest skater, but his skills don't really dictate the way he plays the game. A little tougher, physical, back on that backside.
Well, start your Sunday, start your race day with NASCAR this morning on Fox Sports Net, followed by NASCAR Winston Cup Series presented by UPS on Fox. And get a full wrap-up of all of the day's action with NASCAR Victory Lane on Fox Sports Net. The Fox Network's your home for NASCAR.
This is a terrible game sometimes, and you and I, we travel a lot, and we do everything. Last night, I could not sleep. You know why?
Tell me why.
Dreaming all night that I had to be up at 5:30 in the morning to go down and watch Owen Nolan sign a new contract. Now, why in the world would I even entertain that thought, first of all? And I kept thinking, I got to be there at 5:30. We have to be there at 5:30. And I don't know if you were included in it or not. Oh, boy, was that a fun night to sleep. Just thought I'd throw that in.
Good, you?
Yeah.
24 hours a day, huh? Eating, breathing,
No.
sleeping, dreaming hockey.
Hopefully not.
Well, after that, it sure sounds like it.
Well, yeah. That's the ultimate nightmare. Is to dream about hockey. Here come the Pens on the move. And why Owen Nolan's name would even be involved? I thought maybe Eddie Olszewski was going to come make a comeback or something. He was really hoping for kind of a real green, but it didn't happen. Here's Zerdina. Actually, Owen said he was replacing you. So. The board. And into Pittsburgh real estate. Here comes Kasparaitis back.
The Pens are trying to pick it up, down by 2 goals. Physical play is definitely heated up, and Calgary's fighting right back as well.
Kubicki put a hit on Kasparaitis. They battle one another. The Slovakian comes against Kasparaitis. And this young guy, not like your normal Czech player, he gets involved physically. He played in St. John, and he can bang them with the best of them. Petrovicki, and let's see if we have any penalties coming up here. Apparently not. Oh, and Owsley.
Kasparaitis a physical play. Petrovicki as well. Good couple hits. Savard jumped in there, and then the whistle blew. Saprikin's going to get a penalty. Number 19, Oleg Saprikin. Pens are trying to get back in this game, and in enough situations. When I played, Mike, when you're down a couple goals, looking for a spark, giving up two goals on the power play, physical play, and you look for your physical players: Primo, Oliva, McKenna, Kasparaitis, Bugner, trying to do their job. Now the Pens go back on the power play.
Petrovicki impressed me because not only is he physical, but he can skate. I mean, he had that ability to angle on people, and that's pretty impressive when you have that size. You can do it, but now the Penguins go back in the power play. Turkey's on the table. They're down 2-0. Here they come. Kovalev settles in. He go to Jagr on the right wing boards, halfway up, looks the net over. Doesn't shoot it. He was too well handled by the lanes. It goes between the circles, and Regier takes the puck and slams it away behind Jagr. And Sebastian Aubin comes out. This will be Straka with 1:28 left on the penalty. Robert Lang will dish it to Penguins. Center ice from Muriel Lemieux to Kovalev, a shot blocked by Ron Sutter. Lemieux. They call the offside play here, and they're going to bring it back into Pittsburgh territory. Did they get a high stick on that puck?
No, I don't think so. Just offside. Yeah, another intentional offside. Lowe's improvement. Calgary Flames last season, 32 games. Big improvement on the road.
Actually, overall, they are behind last year's pace. I think about 6 or 8 points than what they were a year ago, and their attendance is up. They're averaging 16,500 per game.
There's some good fans there in Calgary.
Yep.
They're really good hockey fans in Calgary.
This will be Kovalev as the Penguins control the draw with 1:10 to go on the power play. Breaking in the penalty box. Lemieux reaches in. He'll kind of skate down the right wing side, moves the puck going behind the net. Holds it now, what seems like eternity. Good patience by Lemieux to Kovalev. He'll look for Jagr, back to Kobe. On now to Jagr in the right wing circle. Wrist shot blocked again by Gauthier. Calgary's blocked at least a half dozen shots already in this game. This is Jagr with a biscuit. Jagr looks it over. He shoots it. Scores! It jumped up over off Vernon. The Penguins get a goal. Stevens was right in the crease hounding Vernon, who was upset with the referee, but the Penguins apparently have a goal, and they've made it 2-1. Now, how much fried chicken can you eat?
Well, good movement here. Stevens is right in front of the net. Does a great job of screening Mike Vernon, and there's no chance he can see this puck. Lemieux sends it up. Straka's down in a quarter. Defenseman jumps all the way in. Kovalev gives it to Jagr. Jagr walks right in. Sutter kind of lets him go. Gauthier comes out a little bit. Nice little move there, but Stevens right there. Just a great screen. Jagr walks right to the middle, and good things happen when you shoot the puck, and even better things. Look at the screen right there. Vernon has no chance, and as the puck is coming, Stevens turns his body. Doesn't knock it down himself, so a huge goal. Mike Vernon ain't happy about the non-interference he thought with Stevens. We saw clearly there was no bumping at all.
No, actually, we've seen it worse. Lemieux and Straka get assist on the goal, and Jagr gets his 39th, and the Penguins make it 2-1. And here comes, I believe, drilling the puck into the Calgary zone. Steve McKenna. There was a goal in the year, not in a Penguin uniform so far. I believe has scored one. Now Bure intercepts his attempted pass. Center in this line is Alexei Morozov.
Is it Lemieux and Straka? Straka was in the corner. They'll change that. Kovalev was the one that passed it to Jagr.
Up with the puck. Inlet tried to turn and get a shot away, but it's dumped by the Penguins back to center. There's a steal by Baranik, but he just couldn't hold on to it. Larry Bure. Tap it into Penguin ice. Hans Janssen. Had a problem with his shoulder, but back in the lineup here tonight. It looks a little tentative right now as it comes on here to the near wing to Baranik. On to Wayne Primo. Shuffled back in behind the Calgary net.
His linesman Mark Bear had a tough night so far. Hitting face with a puck. Just got dumped on his rear end right down there at the blue line of the Calgary Flames.
There in attempt by Herdina hit a Calgary player. He is behind the net one more time. Comes off out of the corner. Turns to shoot it. Morris. Got his body in front of that shot. There you go. It's on edge, and Kasparaitis will field it. 3:37 in the first period. Calgary 2 and Pittsburgh 1. Gauthier will take the puck. Feeding it over to Wilm, and Wilm will lift it behind the Penguins' net. Kasparaitis comes for the biscuit. Around the boards, the Penguins come out. They've got Lemieux, Jagr, and Stevens back on, but turning to take it back in with the Flames. They're offside. Gathered over for Corbe, back to Mario. Walked in there, Jagr. Jagr wheeling deal, comes in, looking, shoots, with a rebound, score. It's Lemieux getting the goal, his 4th in 4 games.
Penguins fans, make sure you take advantage of the Penguins' new Flex 10 plan. Buy 10 tickets in any combination and get a discount off the gate price. To find out more, call today at 1-800-642-PENS.
And welcome back. Enter the best seat in the house sweepstakes, brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. Send your name, address, and phone number. Grand prize is 2 Penguins penalty box tickets to a home playoff game and a gift certificate to the Outback Steakhouse.
Let me guess, those must be Fox Sports Net seats. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, happy birthday to our, I wonder what her exact title is. Graphic specialist, associate producer. We'll go with Lynn Holden, and also get well wish to John Von Benko. Feeling better, recovering at Highlands Hospital in Connellsville. Got him back in our starting lineup. That's good news. Happy birthday to you, Lynn. So behind the net, here's Mario Lemieux. Lemieux went right through the crease, and it comes off to Stevens. He will turn it back behind the net. Jagr. One-on-one here, and Morris finally beat him to it, but he gave it away. Stevens tried to turn it to the side of the goal, and Corey Stillman takes the puck. Floats it on towards the Penguins' net. Dan has to hold it. Now he tried to flip it out of his glove.
A little miscommunication there between Alban and Laukkanen. Jeff Shantz would have stopped right in front of the net. He went off to get a change, but the whistle would have been right down in the Penguin zone.
To Dickey now trying to get the puck into the Penguins end. He and Sutter out here. Freakin will take the pass across 2 lines. Freakin last the #1 pick of the Calgary Flames, getting the opportunity to play. He played out west, as we see so many now of the Europeans coming over playing in the Western Hockey League or other leagues, the junior leagues. In '99 he was drafted 11th overall.
They're coming over to get acclimated a little bit earlier, get to adapt to the style of North American hockey, and see a lot of those guys playing in the Western Hockey League and in the Ontario Hockey League as well. Penguins really picked up their jumps in scoring that last goal.
With a great wheel, goes after the puck in the Penguins end. Inlet trying to slip it in front to Savard. Registered his 22nd goal of the season here earlier against Auburn on a power play. 2 power play goals for the Calgary Flames, 1 for the Penguins in period #1. Vernon's going to force it around. Calgary will leave after this game and play tomorrow night in Atlanta against the Atlanta Thrashers. Winners today against Boston.
7-5 will be Boston. 5-5 going into the 3rd period.
Battling the Erdina one-on-one. Another first-round pick. He was originally Dallas.
Pick, correct. Right? Yeah, he was in a Joe Nieuwendyk trade.
Right. And where the puck is Erdina. Off the center will come to Kovalev.
Lots of rumors about him and possible trade deals as well. Be surprised if Calgary would trade a guy like that. I mean, a young guy that's
their leading goal scorer.
Outstanding season.
Yeah, their leading goal scorer. But one never knows.
Speaking of trade rumors, that man's name, Darius Kasparaitis. Don Pablo's league leader shows us. Let's get physical. Zdeno Chara, 6'10" or 11 or.
Don't make him bigger than he is.
Yeah,
he's 6 foot.
Large
he's
human.
6'9". Yeah.
With his skates on.
He's not the.
He didn't let me finish.
Yeah.
Casper
with his skates on. Yeah, he gets some of those new Nike Lemieux skates. He'd be 7'6".
Oh, those beautiful skates. I had a chance to see them
Yeah.
yesterday. Oh, man. Besides being large, they're just 2002 model.
Oh, they carry you? You start a motor and
Sure looks like you take a couple years off.
here comes Lemieux with those skates going toward the net. Cuts inside against Vernon. He's in a little too tight. He couldn't get the angle that he wanted. He doesn't need much. But a hooking call coming up against Dave Lowry, and the Penguins go right back on the power play. You know, I've been waiting for Mario Lemieux to get a partial or a full breakaway since returning. That was as close as I think we've seen him in a situation like that.
Well, Tommy Aberlin did a great job of coming back. He didn't reach out with his stick. You take a look at the penalty. Lowry giving a hook to Jaromir Jagr, going in for the rebound after the missed opportunity by Lemieux. But Aberlin did a great job. No penalty on the play. Kind of threw Lemieux off just a little bit. Lemieux had a step on him. Aberlin caught him and just threw him off stride enough to force Lemieux all the way wide. And Vernon went right down. And by the time Lemieux tried to shoot the puck, it was really a bad angle, but a great job by Aberlin.
Mario wins his own face-off as he goes to the boards and gets the puck. Lemieux spins it over to Kovalev. I'll tell you, I don't know what size stick he has right now, but Lemieux's stick looks like it's about 40 feet long. He reaches now behind the net. On to Jagr. And back to number 66, working the right wing board. He'll leave the puck for Kovalev of the Penguins. That big booming shot stopped. Rebound. Vernon reaches for it. Now diving for the loose puck and holds on. He got caught out there again. Hoping to get to that biscuit and hold on to it.
Sure, when guys are playing against Lemieux, I'm sure they think it is 40 feet long the way he handles the puck. But Lemieux over on the other side of the rink, the right wing boards, gives it to Kovalev. Another great job by Stevens in front, timing the shot, jumping up, not wanting to get hit with that shot by Kovalev. But look at Stevens in front, waiting, jumps and actually goes right under his feet. Good save by Vernon. Vernon figures he better freeze this one and get a whistle.
Boy, you just have no idea how tiring or how that is for a player to go in front there and literally get beat up time and time again. Oh, and Stevens is doing it.
Got to pay the price.
As well as you can. I mean, he really is right now. Just can't say enough about how he's playing. To the left side, it will come to Lemieux. Lemieux holds the puck. Looking. Straka, heavy shot save, rebound. Stevens just missed that one. And the period comes to a close. The Penguins will have a minute 18 to work with on the power play when we start the second period.
That's a perfect setup there. That's what you want. That's a perfect setup.
At the end of one, the scoreboard reads Calgary 2 and Pittsburgh 1. Stay tuned for the first intermission report, and that's coming up next.
Lemieux, his first shot on goal, and he scores!
What a shot by Lemieux.
Oh, Michael, motorcycle.
Stop the press. What a move by Lemieux.
And then he scores the hat trick.
Oh, great ball to five. Lemieux gets the go-ahead goal.
The Stanley Cup has come to the city of Pittsburgh. Elvis has just left the building.
Mario Lemieux, his first goal in his comeback here tonight at the Mellon Arena. And you'd have to be here to believe it. Sales rep is standing by to take your order.
Well, we have another birthday?
Yeah.
In the house. Ricky Olchek. And Lynn Holden, born the same day.
Same day?
No.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Ricky. And that is scary. How about the Mario moment?
Brought to you by
Don't tell me it's his
Telecom.
birthday, because I know it isn't.
I'll go back to December 31st, 1988. 5 goals for the big guy. Every which way but loose. Goal on a power play. Short-handed, even strength. Penalty shot. And the empty netter to finish it off.
Well, the begin period number 2 as we come back to live action here at the Mellon Arena, and Kevin Stevens of the Penguins on a power play here works it over to the right side to Jaromir Jagr. Into the corner for Stevens. Stevens looks the scene over. Open to the right point is Kovalev. Instead he goes all the way around to the left wing boards to Mario Lemieux. And he's pass. Look out here. Straka pulls down Stillman. Penalty coming up here against Marty Straka. Straka picks up a minor penalty for holding. Well, one thing, the penalty box has been active tonight.
Tell you what, I watched the game last week between San Jose and Tampa Bay, in which Tampa won in overtime. You take a look at the penalty by Straka, pulls down Stillman. Between Tampa Bay and San Jose, they were 0 for 21 in that game. Tampa Bay was 0 for 13 and had 2 4-on-3s in overtime. As Mario Lemieux pleads his case. Referee Tom Cowell. And right after the 4-on-3, the second one in overtime, Brad Richards scored and beat San Jose in overtime 3-2. 21 minors, no power play goals. Here we hear he got 3 first period.
And you see Dave Lowry in the penalty box. 34 seconds remain on his minor, so it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. Savard steps in here against Mario Lemieux. And the puck controlled by the Penguins. Laukkonen stepping behind his own goal. Hands it over to Andrew Ferentz. Hits center red and guides it on now to the Calgary zone. Vernon fake to get the play. Now Jagr took the puck. It's all the way to the right wing side to Ferentz. 4-on-4 hockey right now. The Penguins putting 2 top offensive players out here. 2 of them, because you got to consider Straka and Kovalev in that category now. 2 and a shot off his ball of Vernon from the right side by Laukkonen ties the game at 2. It's a 4-on-4 goal, and the Penguins get even in a hurry, and Vernon would love to have that one back.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Lemieux setting up shot, throws it to Laukkonen, just directs it at the net. Seems like Vernon just trying to nonchalantly grabs it with his arm. Doesn't seem like he moves right over with it. Just not a very good goal to give up, Mike Vernon. Penguins will take it. Third of the year, and call it Mike, still a little bit of time for the 4-on-4 skating, and then the Flames will go on the power play. But a huge goal. You take a look at the shot coming in. It's going to go. Looks like the shot's going to go well wide. Vernon trying to catch it, not knowing what's going on. I think most goaltenders you talk to, if they can reach for it or stop it, they're going to go for it. Bad break there.
Comes Baranik on towards the net. Strip of the puck by Phil Housley. The Penguins get a gimme there, and they'll take it as Laukkonen has a smile on his face, his third of the campaign. They're going to the net. Calgary on the power play right now with a minute 13 to go on the penalty to Marty Straka. Morris broke his stick, and he has to go to the bench here.
Hop over the boards, and they'll put a new player on as the Calgary Flames come storming up through center ice.
Keep going.
Lidman will take the puck and throw it behind the net. Alban around the board. So it's a brand new hockey game right now. Calgary had scored the first 2 on power play goals. They're on the man advantage again. Housley to Iginla. Iginla, heavy slap shot. Alban makes the save. Weimer was in front, playing Kevin Stevens, if you will, causing problems around that net. Another shot to the net. Save made. Rebound. Oh, Weimer just missed it. The post on that shot. Arena had number 2 on the night. Jammed by Janssen around the board. Bergevin without a stick. The Penguin defenseman. Calgary with 28 seconds to go here.
Let's go, let's go.
And it comes back around to the left side to Housley. Housley shoots it in behind the goal. Lowry pulls it with him, and it comes around Weimer. Rubbed on the boards by Janssen. Battle for the puck. Get a face-off here or not? They make them play on here and dig for it. Iginla goes for the puck. Right back in behind the net. Here comes Straka on. The puck comes back over. Lidman trying to turn and shoot it towards the goal. Janssen sweeps it away. Remo had given his stick to defenseman Mark Bergevin. So the Penguins finally kill one here, and Calgary is 2 for 5 in the power play now. Here challenged by Straka. Here's Kovalev with the puck. Kovalev turns it over to Robert Lang, and he turns and whistles one over the glove hand of Mike Vernon. Straka bang it behind the net. And around the board, Savard just simply gets it out of danger.
Good job by the penalty killers of the Penguins. A couple good chances for Calgary, but keeping them relatively the outside and clearing people out in front of the net.
Back towards the net. Vernon is going to stop that one and kind of collect himself here after the Penguins scored the tying goal.
Talk about the struggles of the penalty kill. Take a look at Hans Janssen, who's back in the lineup this evening. Housley's going to throw it to Iginla. We stop it right here. Iginla has the puck right here. Watch Hans Janssen. He's going to go out. He's lining himself up with Iginla. And not sure if Alban yells at him to move out of the way, but you got to stay right in the line of that shot. You can't be moving off to the side. Now, if you're a little bit deeper, then you want to be off to the side. But when you're that far out, even if it gets by the shooter, the goaltender will have plenty of time to react to it. But if he's right in front, then you move, then the chances are he's going to go by him. But Janssen is in the position to stay there. No reason to move. Maybe Alban yelled to him. I don't know. But you got to stay in that line. You want to block shots and pay the price killing penalties.
You and Ron Sutter, well, they have matched up for years. And on to the net. Lemieux shoots the puck right on Vernon. Makes that save. Vernon has seen that fish before, too. He knows all about Mario.
Still a surprise when it happened.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He's been doing some stuff here in this comeback that I've never seen him do on faceoffs, and that is, you know, to really win the puck to himself off the board, shoot the puck more towards the net. He had done that occasionally. And Morris, he takes the shot and is stopped by Alban. The rebound, Sutter trying to guide it on. And Trubicki battles, it goes in the net. And they have the lead, or do they? You're going to say it's a goal. The puck was free. Calgary. And Trubicki, I think, is the man that got the last stick on it. He would not be denied. This young guy hasn't seen much action, but the 2 shifts that we've seen him in, or a couple of more, he's been impressive. And I think he got the last stick on it. He just kept banging away at it right in front.
Well, what a play by Derek Morris, who started the play. Nice little pass. Petrovicki waited, and he kept pushing his stick right in there. It was an odd man situation. Jagr did a great job of coming all the way back. Another bad break for the Penguins where the puck went right into the slot area. Everybody's there, but you got to grab some sticks. You got to knock some people down. But what a great play by Morris to get it to Petrovicki right in front. He had a couple, 3, 4, 5 whacks at it. Laukkanen was there. Calgary answers right back to lead, 3-2.
So it's kind of quieted the crowd here at the Mellon Arena. Here's Morozov up in it. No penalty call. You get to the point where they've just started calling everything, and they just can't continually put somebody in the box. They hit by Kasparaitis. An offside. Oh, we do have a penalty coming up. It's going to go against Pittsburgh. We get a slashing call against the Pens, and they're going right back in the penalty box.
It'll be Steve McKenna.
You'll see it here.
Pittsburgh penalty. Number 23, Steve McKenna. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 2:30.
No whistles there. They let the players play. That's something that you're taught. You keep playing until you hear a whistle. Steve McKenna slashing Chris Clark.
Boy, we have just reached the 4.5-minute mark of period number 2, and the Penguins already with a half-dozen penalty calls. Hard shot by Morris, prepared to bring up the pipe to the right of all band. Calgary looking for his 3rd power play goal, and they have the lead 3-2. One jumps off the stick of Morris.
Get it over now, get it out!
Did Vicky get the goal? Did he announce the play? Okay. Kovalev, a shorthanded shot, and that missed on Vernon's stick hand side. 3-2 Calgary. Bugner retreating, going into his own end. Puck knocked down momentarily by the Flames. Now Bergevin takes the puck and he'll scoot it down the boards, but it jumps into the penalty box.
Well, that's what happens when things are going bad. Morris comes down to pinch Bergevin, doing what he's supposed to do to shoot it all the way down. He ends up shooting out of the rink, and now the faceoff comes back to the left of John Sebastian Aubin. Good job by Kovalev and Straka. Killing the penalty. Look at Ronald Petrovicki playing in his 15th game.
Native of Slovakia. Sutter and Morris on the helpers on the goal. As I said, he played 2 years with St. John in the American Hockey League. And it's rare that you'll see a player accumulate more than 100 minutes in penalty time. Usually a European player really doesn't get that involved physically, but he is over that 100-minute mark. Consistent. Play it rough and does occasionally. Got himself a goal here tonight with good hard work around the net. Bure is hit by Kasparaitis. Bure pulls up on the near boards. Kasparaitis takes a piece of Dave Lowry now and a piece of Savard. Kasparaitis like a bulldozer in a construction yard. Lowry's turning shot. Van stops it, and the whistle finally sounds. Now Bugner knocking away at Savard. He might get a penalty here. Bob Bugner is going to be penalized. After the whistle, it'll be a roughing call against Bobby Bugner. And the Penguins, for the 2nd time in this game, are going to be shorthanded by 2 men. The first time Calgary scored a goal. Penalty at 5:51 to Bugner. Well, right now the Penguins are in this hockey game, but they're at the point now where they're going to maybe take themselves out of it. So they've got to be careful here.
You want to play with that emotion and energy, but it's got to be controlled. And here Bugner just reacts to Savard. The shot will come. Lowry, the whistle goes, and Savard gives a quick little whack, and Bugner gives a shot right to the head.
And I know what Bobby was doing, and you do too. He gives him a slash because the goal was scored on a play around the net, and everybody came back and said, get him out of there. Don't leave him there.
Knock some bodies down.
And so what he's doing is doing exactly that, but he ends up on the penalty side of it. That puck hit the referee, so a 2-man advantage here. Bergevin off the boards. Lemieux giving chase. Lets the puck sail into the Calgary end.
The Penguins are killing with 2 forwards, Hrdina and Lemieux.
Did this earlier with Kovalev and Straka. Bure on the left wing boards. Down deep. Here's Bure with a turning shot. That save is made. Calgary with 1 5-on-3 goal. Their 6th of the year earlier in this game. Morris turns. Iginla trying to pull the trigger. Can't do it. Lost it. And cleared by Hrdina. We're down to 2 seconds to go in the first penalty. So the Penguins successfully kill the 2-man disadvantage. And here comes Housley. Still glides along, doesn't he? Moves those legs and gives it to Iginla. Who stutter steps behind the net around to the left side to Housley. But back to Iginla. Wrist shot blocked, loose in front. Still a loose puck. Bure shot save, rebound, and just goes wide. Talk about challenging and going to the net. Boy, the Flames have done that. Been a terror around that Penguin goal. Housley again with it towards the goal. Blocked in front. Iginla without a lid. It comes free. Savard with a heavy slapper. And Aubin stops it. Get another face-off in the Penguin zone.
Oh, is it a battle royal down there or what? You got to pay the price in front. Penguins are bodies in front, guys losing their hats. Jerome McGinley. Well, this copyrighted telecast is presented by Fox Sports Net under the authority of Lemieux Group LP and may not be reproduced, rebroadcast, re-recorded, or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Lemieux Group LP. You take a look at all the bodies in front of the net. These 9 guys right there in front, all band sprawled. Guys battling, swinging sticks, hacking and whacking in front. Kasparaitis trying to cover 2 guys. Janssen takes out Iginla and takes his hat off as well. There's an overlook at the play. Look at all the bodies coming in.
Band made 2 real good saves on that little situation around the net. 43 to go in the Bugner minor. Stillman brings it back to the left point. Deals it behind the net to Dave Lowry. Lowry fell down as he got the puck to Stillman. However, and Stillman put it down the boards and grabbed here by Laukkanen.
Good read there. Good anticipation by Laukkanen. Read that play.
18 seconds to go on power play chance number 7 for the Calgary Flames. Abilene comes up slowly. On to center here to Jason Weimer, and Weimer takes it back in behind the net. Played his junior hockey at Portland in the Western Hockey League. Penalty has expired. Bugner comes on. Trying to take that pass. It hit his stick, settles it. Shoots it in over the head of Abilene. Lemieux trying to find some space to go in and get the puck. Can't do it. Jagr will get the biscuit though to Bergevin. Great pass over to Lemieux. Bergevin was knocked down. It goes and Janssen shoots it. Burning gloves it head high to hold on. Flames lead 3-2.
Robert Lang, Teplice, Czech Republic.
Hockey was really big in our town, and get on a bus, go to school probably like 6 o'clock in the morning because I live in the other, town like hour and a half away. Get to school, go to practice, practice with the guys, go back home, get home like 6, 8 o'clock at night. It was really fun. Like a lot of guys made the NHL. Obviously, they've done something good, in that kind of a program, and it was just fun to be with the guys, basically year-round. Your teammates, your buddies, basically best friends.
Penguins fans, make sure you take advantage of the Penguins' new Flex 10 plan. Buy 10 tickets in any combination and get a discount off the gate price. To find out more, call today at 1-800-642-PENS.
And tonight's Pittsburgh.com question: should the Penguins try to trade for Keith Tkachuk? And right there would probably have the answer if they're trying to or not. Trading deadline coming up Tuesday. You can log on during or after game to cast your vote. Pittsburgh.com, link to life in Pittsburgh.
Eddie, what about the players' mental state when you go the last week before the trading deadline? Here's Jagr, throw it in front. It comes right by everybody, and Lemieux will get to it. Coming up on that magic day on Tuesday. And Flood and Stevens again. By Jagr. Lemieux cuts away from traffic, going behind the net, trying to turn. Now he does dance with it, throw it right in front of the net. Stevens there, backhand tip, can't get it in. Vernon falls to his wallet and keeps the puck out of there. Lemieux is working that puck around magically behind the goal. And Stevens in there pounding away, just like the Flames were at the other end of the ice. This has been a war here tonight. It really has.
Well, look at Jagr in front of the net, along with Jagr in front, battling, and Stevens comes in. Great play by Lemieux just to slide it in there. And as Stevens was falling, he couldn't get a good leverage on his stick to get that puck up. Vernon was down already, but a great play by Lemieux as he was coming out from behind the net. He didn't make a hard pass. He just made almost like a changeup to slide it right in the traffic area, and Stevens read that play beautifully. Probably the most action that Vernon's seen all night long. That last little flurry by the Pens.
Straka tried to shoot it, couldn't, but now he throws the puck over to the right side to Kovalev. Kovalev, by the way, has been given an assist on the Penguins' goal, the first one they scored. Straka the scratch in the first period. Colliding here with Kovalev with a stick tied up under his body, pulls it away. Kovalev hits Weimer from behind, and into center it goes. Very similar players here as Weimer lines up. Kovalev comes to Straka, a heavy shot. That stopped. Watching Weimer and Kovalev now going one-on-one against one another, and it's been a physical game here. High stick on the puck and the puck out of action.
Well, on the field they're invincible, but off the field they're all too human. Fox Sports takes a look at athletes you thought you knew. This week, Deion Sanders, as Beyond the Glory takes you inside the world of sports' biggest stars. Beyond the Glory tomorrow, 8 p.m. on Fox Sports Net. What a great little chance there for the Penguins in the neutral zone. Something they do very well. Little transition. Kovalev to Straka. Look at the positioning of Vernon. He's out at least 10 feet from his crease. And Straka put his head down. Vernon challenged him. And hey, great job, Mike. There you go. Do you like the color background I picked out there?
I think you did really well on it.
I know how to spell job, too. Can we go?
Well, that's one now. It's 18 for Edzo, and that's all right. I do appreciate that. Your sign maker, you're thinking, we'll pull him off here a little bit. One, and then we'll bring back about a half dozen Edzo. One is deflected, and Aubin is run over on the play. Going to the net was Iginla. He knocks down Aubin. JS a little slow in getting up. Rich Perron is the Penguins' backup here tonight.
Well, Valerie Bure, Mike, had a chance to pass his puck right away, but he lost it. But Iginla going hard to the net, and Andrew Ferentz running Iginla right into John Sebastian Aubin. And being in that situation, really hard to pull up right away, especially when you get bumped from behind. You take a look, he's going to the net, and Ferentz doesn't take very much, Mike, to throw you off stride, especially when you're going hard and you're concentrating on where the puck is coming from. You have your stick down, all of a sudden you get a little shot from behind. It's a dangerous area there, but again, putting his head down, and great try by Bure.
Face-off win, Reguer right to the net. Fan to his knees to make the stop on Reguer. I'll tell you what, this is a war here going on. These two clubs are really battling hard, and it has happened at both ends of the ice. Vernon really hasn't been the recipient of a lot of play around the goal, but you have that feeling before it's all done, he will be. So he's going to be battling here physically against the Penguins. And remember early on, and what may have necessitated it, or not necessitated, or part of it, when the goal was scored, when Vernon was so upset, and all of a sudden, you know, when Stevens was in front of the net, so that might have been the catalyst that kind of got it all going. So they're going back and forth. Jagr up off the left side. Vernon comes way out of the net again. And Lemieux runs into him, trying to hold him up a little bit. Vernon screamed for a penalty there for interference against Lemieux. Back in front, and it goes right by everybody. Vernon's still talking to the referee. This is really interesting the way this game has gone. I mean, there's been a lot of sidebars to it. Here comes Jagr. Up on the plate, the right wing over to Lemieux. Lemieux faking the shot, pulls around, goes back over to Andrew Ferentz, and that time Andy couldn't hold it. Ferentz coming back, slowed a little bit, and now Aubin comes way out of his net. Goaltenders are going for skates. It's
Getting held up.
Oh, goodness. Veronica coming right down the right wing, the Calgary ice, and offside against the Penguins with 9.5 to go. We're only halfway home. What a game to talk about.
UPMC Health System, the official and exclusive healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
And enter the best seat in the house sweepstakes, brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. Send all your particulars. The grand prize is 2 Penguins penalty box tickets to a home playoff game right there. And Outback Steakhouse gift certificate as well. Winner chosen randomly on Tuesday, March 20th. Right, are the Pens and Bruins.
Mark Bergevin dumping back in behind the net. Veronica, the Penguins. Primo and Jan Hrdina, the trio out for Ivan Alinka, the Penguins head coach. Jammed back along the boards by the Flames. 3-2 Calgary. 9:08 left in the second period. Calgary has beaten some pretty good teams here of late. St. Louis and Dallas. Come on the road. Even 500. You can see why. I think they're playing pretty well here tonight against the Penguins. Advantage of situations the Penguins presented them with and converted. Power play is 2 for 6. I think we said 7 when we were counting, but we went back and double checked. They are 2 for 6 on a power play.
Right now they have 23 shots on goal. 14 of them have been on the power play, Mike. It's more than the Penguins having the whole game. They only have 11, and 14 of their 23 have been on the power play.
New Jersey scored with less than a minute to go to defeat Philadelphia today 3-2.
John Madden with his 20th goal. He's had 4 of those in one game here.
Yeah. Does that put them back into first place? New Jersey? I think it does. More of it,
Yeah, 87 points for New Jersey.
The Devils have 87. Actually, they were in first by a point, so that's a big swing there. That is your classic 4-point game there in the division. Hughes on to center where it's cut off here. Tempo slowed here a little bit. Stillman fake a shot, brings it in, now wrist to the net. Off the blocker of Aubin. Back to the center point. Lidman whistling a wrist shot. Can't find the target on him. Gauthier relays the puck. Jeff Shantz will deal it behind the net. And up with the biscuit will be Bob Bugner. Penguin blue liner. He and Casper Wright is paired on the blue line. Wheeled up to center to Kovalev. Has been on a little drought here, goal scoring wise here of late. Stillman's shot blocked by Bugner, put right back on the net. The left side by Lidman, who's in deep. Kovalev flattens him with a check from behind, nothing called. Kobe could have got a penalty there because he just reached in and flattened the player from behind, and the puck throwing down the boards up in the Calgary territory. Now Kovalev runs into Regier, and Kovalev really into this game physically now. Has been this whole period. He's battling Regier one-on-one. A view of the Penguins looks for the puck. Kovalev will take it into the right wing corner, and Kevin Stevens will go in deep. Kovalev had his helmet knocked off and goes back behind the goal around the net, and Vernon gloves it and holds on. Now the tempers heat up. Everybody's in, banging away. You can feel this coming.
I think Robin Regier is going to get the initial call. Him and Kovalev had a great battle going on. Kovalev finished his check to start it all. Saw Regier give a quick pop to Kovalev, and they came out in the neutral zone. He gave him another one as well. Kovalev tried to get the puck to Lemieux going in. Then should go on a power play. We'll wrap up your race day with a NASCAR Victory Lane. It's a full hour of everything you need to get you from the pole position to winner's circle. NASCAR Victory Lane tomorrow, 9 p.m. only on Fox Sports Net. We talked about how Kovalev has got into the physical play. And there, the shot to the head of Kovalev by Regier. The play will come all the way outside the neutral zone. And that's hard work right there, trying to get away, trying to get onside. Kovalev gets onside and throws a little pass. And there, the punch again. Could have had one earlier, but there the second time. And when there's no pressure by the Calgary Flames, watch what happens. They're going to be sitting back. Kovalev gets it. We stop it right here. 2 forwards right in the neutral zone. Kovalev's going to try to get it through here. Calgary has 4 guys back. Kovalev throws it up, intercepted by Stillman. Calgary in a good position. So if they have no pressure, they're going to sit back. Good execution by the Flames.
Calgary with a 3-2 lead. Petrovicki with the go-ahead goal here in period number 2 after the Penguins had tied it. But Robin Regier, a roughing call. Andrew Ferentz, a cross-checking minor. Makes it a 4-on-4 situation. The Penguins did score a 4-on-4 goal. Laukkonen got it at the 1:13 mark of this period. There is Lemieux, comes in. He'll get a piece of Gauthier, and the puck picked up by Lemieux, and he rolls it over to Jagr, and his shot partially deflected as it was headed to the net. Jagr again, knocked down by McGinley. Penalty coming up against Jaromir Jagr. Boy, it's just three-wheel time here now. I mean, they're taking off on one another and just banging each other to death here.
Well, Ginla was a recipient of the hit from behind from Kasparaitis in the first period. And here, Jagr almost knows that he's there, but Ginla's such a strong guy, pushes Jagr off, and he's one of the toughest guys to handle. And Lemieux sets it up with Jagr. A good opportunity. The puck will come out. Jagr knows he's coming. He kind of braces for him. Ginla pushes him forward, and that's really dangerous. You youngsters out there, anytime you see a player, and I said this a couple times before, Mike, when you see a player has his back to you and he's really close to it, you don't want to hit him hard. You want to try to come from the side or just push him off stride. You don't ever want to hit a guy completely when he has his back to you, because that's such a dangerous area when you're so close to the boards, because any bad thing can happen if you fall forward. You never hit your head against the glass or against the boards.
Well, here you see the Penguins now on a 4-on-3. 3 times they've tallied this year. Boarding call to Iginla.
Saw right there, Lemieux was barking at Gauthier as he was coming by him. That's not the last of that battle.
Lemieux wins the draw easily. Kovalev, Jagr, Straka, and Lemieux. 4 forwards out here working against the Flames penalty killers. 3-2 Calgary leading. Straka looks it over. He'll take the puck. He'll give it now to Mario Lemieux. Lemieux around the net. Couldn't feather it through to Jagr. Mario actually has more assists now than he has goals for the first time in about a month. Lemieux back to Straka. Goes to Lemieux. Fires it. Save made. Rebound. Where's the puck? Still there on the doorstep. They battle for it. Who's going to get it? Calgary does, and they clear. Gauthier did the job. Lemieux leaves the puck for Straka. Along the right side to the Pens captain Jaromir Jagr. Jagr turns away from a check. 2 Flames are up. Straka goes to Lemieux. He shoots and scores as he beats goaltender Vernon like a rented mule. And the Penguins have tied it at 3. Mario Lemieux.
There's that saying, Mike, things that make you go, there's absolutely no way to explain how this puck goes in. Great play by Jagr to Straka. Look at the angle. Right between the arm and the side of Vernon. There aren't too many players that have ever played in the National Hockey League that can score from this angle right here. What a pass by Straka. Laid it beautifully. Set the tables for Lemieux so he can just wind right up. And his feet were right on the goal line. What a huge goal for the Pens. And just a laser beam by Lemieux, and he gives a little shimmy as well. Ties it up at 3.
So Lemieux, the goal scorer, 13:47, a new hockey game again. Penguins go back to their own blue line. 4-on-4. Lemieux is 26. Straka and Jagr will get assists and helpers on the play.
Goal and 2 assists for Jagr.
Just piling up the points. Came in today tied with Joe Sakic of the Colorado Avalanche. Now has moved 3 points ahead of him. Morris towards the net. That stopped in front. Kasparaitis. Flip it up now to Wayne Primo. Primo, the 4-on-4. To go into the Calgary zone. Derek Morris back to scoop the puck. And directed up to Bure. Up to Stillman. Look out. And a heavy shot. Just missed on the glove hand side. Stillman had some room there, and he can shoot it. Towards the Penguins. Trying to break in Robert Lang, but he coughed it up. Actually, his stick was hit from behind as he tried to make that pass. Here's Clark. Pass here to Dave Lowry onto the Penguin goal, and Aubin taking no chance at all. We'll hold on to it. The Penguins have tied the game here in the second period. 66.
Come back, get all your Penguins merchandise direct from the team at penguinsdirect.com. Call for Arkel. I'll get 1-8 Mario Lemieux, Pens Direct. PenguinsDirect.com, as authentic as it gets.
Well, Jaromir Jagr with a 3.9. Lemieux also 3 points, a goal and 2 assists. Yeah, figured in on all 3 Penguin goals here tonight. Back to the right point, it's Morris. The Penguins get another power play goal. Their second of the evening. Laukkanen. Fired on that pass attempt to Lemieux. Here to Dave Lowry, and ahead now as we come back, and we're 5-on-5 at the moment. This will be Andrew Barron. Still waiting for Mario to get that first chance on a breakaway, and it hasn't happened yet. He comes to center onto Jagr with a pretty pass. Jagr looking strong tonight on those skates, and goes to Laukkanen onto Lemieux, centers it, shot by Stevens. Vernon caught that one and holds on.
A couple of great chances tonight for Stevens. Lemieux through the neutral zone, gets it to Jagr. Jagr kind of tries to throw it to the front, but throws it back. Laukkanen keeps it in. Throws it right down to Lemieux. Throws it right out to Kevin Stevens, pops right out, and that's a great save by Vernon. Stevens one-times that puck.
In the big years that Kevin Stevens had with the Pittsburgh Penguins, that was exactly where he scored a lot of his goals from. Set up by the same duo at times. last break we had, the television timeout. Here's Straka with a puck. Bergevin trying to get it on the net, blocked by Bure. Gets it back again. It comes off the stick of Hans Johnson. The Penguins regroup. And at the break, Mike Vernon, the goaltender, went over to the runway, leading to the Flames locker room, and that is where Freddie Brathwaite, the goaltender, is sitting. He came out, Brathwaite did, on the ice, and they had a discussion together. And
he had the best look at the he had the best look at the angle that Lemieux had.
And I'm sure Vernon was saying to him, how did he get it in? And Brathwaite, when he left, he just kept tapping him on the pads as if to say, you did all right, you know, I mean, you did just fine. They're pretty close. I saw them before the game tonight, and they hang around together.
Yeah. I think they have a really good relationship. And outstanding goals against average for Brathwaite this year, 2.34, 500, 11, 11, and 7.
Here in the right wing corner, Kovalev digging for it. Brathwaite did something that you never expected to see in Alberta, and that is play with the two Alberta teams. And as history goes along, we'll probably see that a little bit more, but you and I both know, I mean, the rivalry there between those two clubs is
Steve Smith's gigantic. Another guy that comes to mind that did that. Special hello to Andrew Schmidt. Bumper St. Clair is a special stick boy tonight, helping out the Penguin trainers. Andrew was down this morning getting all his rules and knowing where to go, where to be, and whose sticks to carry. Sure, big thrill for Andrew and his family, him helping out the Penguins here tonight.
Eddie, I do want to get your thoughts on the trade deadline. I really do. We may not have time here with all the things we need to tell everybody about, but we may. We'll try. We've had that happen to you before.
2 times on deadline day, yeah.
All 3 boys, let's go. Keep it clean.
Rocky in, digging for the puck.
Let go, Robert.
Work free to Robert Lang. Lang turns around. Center point. Janssen timing off there as he went to shoot the puck.
That was a tough play. It was a hard, quick pass by Lang. When you're trying to set the table like that, as Straka did Lemieux on that power play goal. A little tough shot to handle.
3:05 left in the second period. Penguins have an amazing record when they've had the game tied at the end of 2. They've won 9 games and lost only 1 this year. There's a couple of ties in there too. They've been one of the stronger teams in the third period, and they have more goals than any team in the NHL this year in the third. A lot of games they have won at times in the third period. Erdina going back in the puck. Steve's behind John Sebastian Aubin. And despite all the talk about the Penguins being involved in this trading market and everything, and the talk about goaltending, you win games and you win a lot of them in the third period. I mean, there's some great individual plays, but you've got to have some pretty good goaltending too to survive in the third period. So
give you a chance at, give your team a chance.
They've done that, Garceau and John Sebastian Aubin. I mean, who knows what's going to happen between now and Tuesday. Garceau said that he will start skating next week. We talked to him briefly this morning. Left point, shot towards the net. That's off the backboard. Lemieux with a headman pass. A little too high for Jagr, but he's going to go after it anyway. Plays it up the boards beautifully now. Lemieux double covered. He goes right by him to Laukkonen. Laukkonen steps around to check. Goes back center point to Ference. Right side to Jagr. Will he shoot it? No. Ference will take the chance. Goes back to Jagr. To Ference again. Here he comes. Ference with that puck. Wheel and deal towards the net. Loose in front. Knocked down out of the air. Clear. Well, he did the right thing there. You get in a little trouble in your own end, just clear the puck.
Well, nice. American Hockey League's coming to Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh. Davey Pence from Wilkes-Barre Scranton take on the Phantoms of Philadelphia Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh.
Look at all the hats here in the building tonight. All enjoying the game.
I got a couple here.
You did?
Yeah. Kidding me?
Edzo, you always find a way. You always find a way. That's why you're the great Edzo. Next Sunday, everybody's got to come out and see the great Edzo. Now, that's a game you want to bring your signs to, folks. The great Edzo will be making a rare appearance.
I better get those skates sharp.
What are you going to play? What you don't know? You don't even know that?
I got to talk to the coach. He's taking a face-off right now. I can't bother him.
Oh.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Good cause for everybody. And
Be out there begging them to put you on a power play or extra double shift and kind of pass it around, let the rest of the guys play a little bit.
That's it.
You know, Bibbs will be hungry. Laukkanen goes down. Alger's over to check on him here on the near side. Very physical game here tonight in the second period, particularly. But I did not see what happened to Yanni Laukkanen. He appears to be in some pain.
Laukkanen has really had some bad luck over the last couple of years, not able to really.
Well, he's favoring something. It looks like it might be a. Well, I better not be premature here.
He's got that left leg.
You get a feeling something just gave out on him?
What kind of look we might have. Certainly when you can't put any pressure on. He tried right there to put his foot down to see how much pressure that he has. Getting a little help from Andrew Ference, but Laukkanen hasn't been able to really put a string together. He's always been a guy that's been in and out of the lineup, no matter what it is, from knee to shoulder.
And frankly, neither one of us did see what happened to him along the boards. I didn't see if he got hit or he just turned the wrong way or what happened. But he's gone. The Penguins are down to 5 defensemen, and it appears for the rest of the night anyway. They will be without Janne Laukkanen. Jason Weimer deals it up into the Penguin zone. Janssen will take it. The Penguins have 2 bodies coming back, and Janssen and Bergevin, who haven't played in a while. So it's going to be a big test for them, too, because they have not had actual game experience. Not only are they short-handed as a defenseman, they've got 2 guys here that kind of have their tongues hanging out a little bit, you would think. Lowry going back behind the goal. The whistle sounds behind the play. It looks like penalties coming up here.
Chris Clark is going to go. Him and Kevin Stevens were having a battle along the boards. Referee Tom Cowell with the call.
So Clark is the guilty party at 19:15. And Pittsburgh on the power play. The last time they scored 4 on 3. Here's a good hockey name, Chris Clark. Sounds like a hockey name. He's out of Connecticut.
And he went to Clarkson.
Yeah, Chris Clark from Clarkson. Now that is hockey.
They're just a retaliation penalty. That's always what happens. Referees usually catch the retaliatory penalty. If you get hit, you just got to play on. More times than not, it's a retaliation that the referees see and call. That's exactly what happened.
Chris Clark from Clarkson got caught. Let's see what else we Edzo. Hey, what do you say all the time? Fun and games. Yeah, have a little fun.
It's all fun and games. Yeah.
No, it's
Tell you what, I had some fun and games yesterday. Went to the Penguins practice and they went over to Castle Shannon where they got the new beautiful ice castle. A couple rinks there. Had a chance to see the facility and a new hockey.
Are you skating on the side? Wait a minute.
Well, hold on. Let me just tell you what I did.
Whoa.
V Hightower. V Hightower, Mount Lebanon.
Yes.
Villanova.
Yeah.
Chicago Cub player as well. Went in there. He's got batting cages up at the Castle Shannon at the rink. Took a couple tips from him after missing about 30 pitches in a 110-mile-an-hour machine. Gave me a couple pointers and I hit a couple. So we'll set up that as 2 rinks and batting cages.
Penguins on the power play. Lemieux again. Take a shot. Now lets it go, and Vernon made the save on him. Trying to give him a little different look that time. Got a one-timing it. Jagr again pulls back in the corner. There's the Kovalev, 15 to go in the period. Covey fires it. Good save by Vernon. Looks to be in sync right now. Whistled here. One referee waved off any call, and the other one blew the whistle. Referee called for the play to continue. The other one did not. So they're going to have to coordinate here.
Well, that faceoff will probably come right to center ice. I don't think there's any doubt. What a great try by Lemieux. Good pass over to me, waiting on that last goal that he scored. He one-timed it. I'm sure with such a faceoff will go to center ice if there's any question about the call, because one linesman or one referee felt that it's high sticking all the way down. And that's what's going to end up happening. And one referee waved it off. One was calling the high stick. And usually the faceoff will just go right to center ice.
But what was interesting is the referee who
was closest.
Right. Waved it off.
Yeah, that was Cowell. And Kimley was out in the neutral zone.
And frankly, he shouldn't have made that call. I mean, the referee is right there in that area. What Kimberly did, I think it's probably just more of a reaction than anything else. I mean, what he felt. So what they did is probably consult with the linesman, and then they asked them their opinion, and if they felt it was a high stick, then they brought it back.
Yeah, there was no high stick. I mean, Lemieux's stick was probably right below his shoulder.
Well, I would argue with you. I would say no, it probably was. And that's the reason why it's back. I think that they got another opinion here.
Well, Lemieux's right here on the boards. No, I disagree with you.
You know, I
mean,
would.
Turned.
But my only contention is, Eddie, that they went to the linesman to get an opinion from them, too. You had two referees that were against it. You know.
Had 10 players on the ice that were referees.
And I think you're right. I don't think it was a high stick, but it ended up being, and now we can all forget about it. Guess what? We played 2 periods of hockey. Penguins will have a power play to begin the 3rd period. The score at the end of 2. Pittsburgh 3, Calgary 3. Stay tuned for the second intermission report coming right up.
3.
Gathered over for Corbet, back to Mario, walked in there, Jagr. Jagr wheeling deal, comes in, looking, shoots, good save, rebound, score, it's Lemieux getting the goal, his 4th and 4 game.
Penguins fans, make sure you take advantage of the Penguins' new Flex 10 plan. Buy 10 tickets in any combination and get a discount off the gate price. To find out more, call today at 1-800-642-PENS.
There's Alexei Kovalev. Now it's time for our Subway sandwich of the game. Takes us back. That 2nd period. A hit on Robin Regehr, and that is our Subway sandwich.
Penguins do start the 3rd period on a power play. Kovalev lifted up now to Kevin Stevens. He breaks into the Calgary zone off the boards. Straka settles in. He'll go to Kovalev. Right back to Marty Straka. Spin it over to Jagr, who's had a hot hand tonight. He and Lemieux. Kovalev goes to Jagr, and he shoots it. Well, I'll tell you, when you get firepower from either side with Jagr and Lemieux shooting from those circles, that makes it awfully tough on a defense and a netminder.
Yeah, pick your poison, really. What side do you?
And not only that, then you've got the guy at the point who can move in that range, and Kovalev, who's probably got a harder shot than both of them. That's what's scary. Here are the Penguin numbers after 2, tied. They've been very strong in the 3rd period. You know, you can look at that and you can say, wow, I mean, the Penguins are in the driver's seat, or you can say, like, those numbers don't last forever. You know,
I mean, people probably ask, well, why is that?
Well,
first of all,
wait a minute. I was wondering, Eddie, why is that?
Do you know?
No, I'm asking you.
Some pretty talented humans down there, that's for sure.
Jagr still with the majority of his goals coming in the 3rd period of play. Leads everybody in that category in the NHL. Kovalev, he's got a ton of them too in the 3rd.
I think conditioning as well. There's a lot to do with it.
Stevens puts it on the net, and that's stopped. And banging the puck away will be Dave Lowry. Penguins down to only 10 seconds left in the penalty to Chris Clark. Pass to Bob Bugner, and Bugner safety for with Jagr. He gets to the puck, goes to Lemieux on the ice. Clark now 5-on-5, and Vernon snares that out of the air to hold on. All right, let's get to the story about the trading deadline. You're going to have to wait. We're going to ask Eddie. Tell me about the trading deadline, what it's like to go through
I think with all the trade rumors going on around Pittsburgh, Darius Kasparaitis is a guy that every team in the National Hockey League would want. There's no doubt about that. I think in order to get something or improve your team, teams are going to, they're just not going to give you guys. And I think a lot of names go about, and it's hard. It's hard on the guys' families. It's hard on the players. But you know what? You got to put it aside and say, hey, you know what? You got to look at it. And if it happens, it happens. You can't worry about what people are saying or who you may be traded for or where you might be going. Right now, you're wearing a Pittsburgh Penguin uniform or whatever team you might be on. It is tough. If players tell you they don't think about it, they're lying to you, because when you hear your name all the time. I think it has an effect on your play as well. I mean, you think about it, and instead of having to focus and completely playing around, and sure, you're professional and stuff, but Sometimes people forget about the human element of it while packing up and leaving, but it is a job, and you just go where you're told, and if not, you play on.
Bure comes out. He tried to turn it into the net. That's knocked off the post as they shot it. The net's off the moorings. I think that puck would have gone in. It would have counted because the net did not go off until after it rung up the pipe. Right around that net, I think Iginla somehow got that puck back on the net.
Something that's impressed me with the Calgary Flames here tonight is Primo knocks Bure right into the net. Is the way they take the puck out of the corner and attack the net. They don't go the long way around. They feel they have a straight line to take the puck to the net. They'll go right to the net and not worry about it. And that's what's going to happen. You take the net, take the puck to the net, you're going to have people knocking you down.
No, that really wasn't the call. It hit the post. That was the wrong call there. The puck by Iginla hit the post.
Yeah, it never crossed the line, right?
No, right, exactly. If it had gone in, it would have been in the net before the net came off the moorings. That's why Iginla thought he had himself a goal, but it caught the pipe. Here comes Kasparaitis after the puck. Veronic just turns it back down the other way. Will it be far enough for icing? It might be here. Yes. And Edzo, it's your turn.
Well, the last meeting between the Calgary Flames and the Pittsburgh Penguins.
What happened?
Rennie Corbet. Oh, that's beautiful. Papa Lamb giving him a little chop with his hands, and their former Penguin Brad Wawrinka. A 1-1 tie. Gar Snow was in the net for that game. Goes off his left skate. Like a fish out of water there. He threw his right bat up and then his left foot. I think they went off the blade of his left skate.
Amazing. Now that,
you got to see that.
Beautiful. Yeah, to believe it. That's like my show. What is it?
You got to
see this. Oh, they had a great one on the night. Absolutely great. And a guy who's standing out on the field and a javelin thrower throwing a javelin, and it sticks him right in the shoulder. I saw it and I still don't believe it. Here's Bergevin. Jam. Freakin now drills the puck in behind the Penguins net. 17-19 left here.
It's the first shift in a long, long time for Rozov, McKenna, and Oliva.
Kevin Stevens right up off the boards to Mario Lemieux. He turns around. Gauthier hammers it off the sideboards and it hops right by Kasparaitis. Shots on his backside. Kasparaitis keeps on coming, leans on those skates, gets away from the check by Shots, and now deals it over to Andrew Paris. The Penguins without Janne Laukkanen, no report on him. What we have is that the phone partner in the booth, Paul Steigerwald, said that he saw Weimer hit him as they released the pass and finished his check, and that might have been why Laukkanen went down, but we have not been able to confirm that. Laukkanen is off to the Penguin locker room and apparently done for the night. And Lidman now a little front pass. They wrist him right over the head of goaltender Robin.
Dangerous play there by Jagr. Try to throw the puck rink wide over to Lemieux.
27-19 the shots. The Flames have the advantage there.
Talking about that rink wide pass, Lemieux just is all the way over, and Jagr throws it right through the middle. Calgary Flames coming back, checking through the middle. Puck just gets outside Valerie Bure and ended up being offside on Calgary. A dangerous play by Jagr. Knew Lemieux was over on the other side. The way Calgary forechecks and backcheck, they backcheck through the middle of the rink.
Rangers beat Ottawa tonight 3-2. That's the final. Penguins' next opponent will be the Rangers at home in their home building, the Madison Square Garden, on Monday night. Penguins just won again. Iginla.
D.A. Bear was in net.
Rolls back. It's his first victory ever for the New York Rangers. Second game with him. Straka runs it back behind Mike Vernon. He's got some goals for Vernon tonight. The Penguins have scored 3 also in a brand new hockey game here as we enter the third. Iginla, little drop pass. Savard, what a pretty goal. Backhander to the net. And now Van very quick to make that save. pretty good line that the Flames have up front.
They got a little bit of grit. Likes to score in Bure, and Mark Savard can do a little bit of everything. It was an odd man situation. Kovalev kind of threw Savard off stride a little bit and got caught behind. But really the key is after Iginla drops the puck, he goes right to the net, and that's the key. You youngsters out there that are playing, you make a drop pass, don't watch your pass, go right to the net. A lot of players will go and turn away from the net. You never know when a rebound's going to lay right there. Or after you pass the puck, especially in the offensive zone, go to the front of the net and stop in front. Don't turn away. When you turn away and you have your back to the play, not sure what's going to happen. Score a lot of goals if you go to the net and stop.
Savard was the man traded by the Rangers for Jan Halabic, who has turned out to be a real good player for the New Yorkers. A couple of draft choices thrown in there too. And on the right side, Housley guns it towards the net. Big collision in front. That's Weimer, I think, again, causing problems for the Penguin defense and John Sebastian Aubin. Weimer, 220-pounder, and he makes his presence known around that net. Lowry trying to get it back in, and Weimer does deliver it around the goal. And Primo hustling up. Backhands it behind Lidman. The Penguins get new troops out here, going right back with Stevens, Lemieux, and Jagr. Through center, it's Ron Sutter, and he banks it off the boards and down deep in behind the goal. Ferentz coming after the puck. Stevens had it, kept in. Stillman turned around to try and get it, and he can. And here comes Janssen. On to Jagr, left side Lemieux. Open on that left wing, but they couldn't get it through.
Good idea there by Jagr. Tried to throw a little backhand pass right across to Lemieux. Fans were kind of disappointed. He didn't try to shoot the puck with the right idea.
Stevens with a pass on to 66. Stevens now trying to throw it in front for Ferentz, who was coming late. That didn't happen. Jagr again fighting for it. Dug out of there by the Calgary Flames. Trevicki trying to shoot it to the goal. He has one here tonight. That misfired. How about Tampa Bay? They're winning again tonight against Columbus, and the Penguins are going to face them this weekend. Coming up, Tampa Bay, after a few deals, they've got the motor going down there. It'll be a tough team. It'll be an easy trip for the Penguins on the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay back-to-back, centered in front, and Derek Morris will take the puck. Lang checking him heavily, does a good job of taking the puck away. Robert Lang, Morris without a stick. Kovalev takes over. Be careful here now. The Flames in a little trouble. And this will be Kovalev on the left side. Wheel and deal, got around a man. Drop pass. Straka gets it back to Kovalev. Kovalev to the left point to Kasparaitis towards the net. Morris had retrieved a stick, or been given another one. Yes, he was. Sabrikin gave him a stick. Back come the Penguins again. They've not been able to change. Have the Calgary Flames shot by Kovalev misses. Penguins on a little momentum burst here. This is Straka with the puck. Straka out to Kovalev. Wrister save made, rebound, kick that, push by Lang. A penalty coming up here, and Calgary's going to get it for holding.
Getting a trade deadline coming up Tuesday. Tonight's Pittsburgh.com question is, should the Pens try to trade for Keith Tkachuk? Oh, no, 67%. I guess it all depends on if you believe in the rumors and what you got to give up in order to get something.
Lemieux on the power play in the penalty box. Sabrikin holding the call, 7-10. Ferentz takes the power play spot here along with Hans Johnson. And Ron Sutter coming up shorthanded. Looking into the Penguins' right wing corner, turns around. Kevin Stevens will get the puck ahead, and here comes Lemieux. Lemieux pushing ahead to the right side to Jagr. Stops very quickly, goes to Lemieux, and it went by him. He tried to whack it out of midair. Straka and Kovalev do get on the ice now. This will be the power play. They were on the ice when the penalty was taken. Straka's shot, he panned on it. Knocked out of the air. Straka has a broken stick, kicks a puck to Lemieux. That great soccer skill that Straka has allowed the Penguins to keep it in. Lemieux turned to center. And Lidman takes it away, and another great play by Straka. Two on this shift. Here comes Jagr with it. Wrist shot, burning the save. Straka's got it again. It'd be appropriate if he scored the goal, wouldn't it?
I think he's got Steve McKenna's stick.
And up the ice it goes and towards the Penguins' net. It does look a little long. Kovalev on to Lemieux on the left wing board. Very well might be his own, Edzo. Into the corner.
Here, fighting line, one-on-one. It comes back to Lemieux, hurries it over to Straka. Straka with 45 to go on the power play. Big chance for the Penguins here. Lemieux holds it, goes back to Straka. Now to Kovalev, heavy shot, and that's stopped. Picked up by Straka again. Now Kovalev on to Lemieux. His gifted hand. To Straka, back to Lemieux. Kovalev's open, he gives it to him. Fires it, a big save by Vernon. Off Kovalev's hard shot from the right wing circle. Kovalev again with a disc. He gives the puck to Jagr. Jagr moves in, his wrister. Missed on the short side. Lemieux flags it down. Great skill by the Penguins here in this power play. It'll be Lemieux. Whip it over to Kovalev. Turns around. Does he get enough gas to get it? He does. Puts it down the board. 6 seconds to go on the penalty to Zabrikin. Penguins have had the puck in the zone the whole time. Lemieux. Double team. He looks for somewhere to go, and it's right to Zabrikin, who just hit the ice. Lowry's going to try and carry it into the Penguins' end. And the Penguins have some tire people on here. Kovalev reaches back behind his own net. And Baranik got on. Joseph Baranik. Hey, in a situation like this, you almost hope you make the change. Kovalev comes up down the right wing, got around Gauthier. Drop pass. Here's Baranik. In and shoots it. And he missed on the stick-hand side. Baranik again on the left wing boards. Comes off. Looking right towards that net. Centers it. Jagr shoots and scores! Jaromir Jagr, and the Penguins have the lead. 4-3, and he smoked them like a bad cigar. Jaromir Jagr. That's incredible. He was on for that power play, then stayed on, comes up with a go-ahead goal, another third period goal at 9:49.
Well, that shift had to be at least 2.5 to 3 minutes for Jagr. But just a great play by Joseph Baranik with Hrdina in front of the net. But Baranik stick handles around 2 Calgary Flames, throws it in front, and Jagr in a beautiful area right there. You want to score goals, you got to go to slot area. No big slap shot, stick right on the ice. And just an absolute laser beam from Jaromir Jagr with 2 goals and 2 assists. 99 points on the season. What a play by Baranik. How about the length of that shift?
Yeah, unreal. You know what?
Where was the
I honestly thought that he had finally come off. That's why I was surprised to see who was going to get the puck. They got Hrdina on, they got Baranik on, but they did not get Jagr off. And Jagr ends up with a go-ahead goal. That's where you just kind of marvel at what happened there. Here's Weimer coming hard to the Penguins end. And Alban comes out. Did he play it over the glass? It'll be a penalty against the Penguins for delay of game.
Welcome back. Our Domino's game summary. Pens lead 4-3. Flames out shooting the Pens. Jaromir Jagr with 2 goals, 2 assists, 99 points. And our Domino's replay on the power play. An absolute unbelievable angle. Straka to Lemieux. Pens with the lead.
The penalty against John Sebastian Aubin. 2 minutes for delay of game. Penguins shorthanded. Calgary on its 7th power play opportunity. Derek Morris to the goal. Aubin stopped that. Gathered in here. He comes to Iginla. He swept it towards the net. Blocked in front by Kasparaitis. Loose puck. Savard puts it right over the crossbar. Collision at the goal. And the net again off the moorings. And Iginla goes over to say that Kasparaitis knocked it off the net intentionally, but that's not the case.
A little frantic time for the Penguins. Andrew Ference lost his stick. Great recovery job on Mark Savard. Kasparaitis was trying to help Jagr, who came back, and Jagr did a great job of coming back. Once he realized Ference had lost his stick, he came back to help. Anytime that happens, you want to just close that box down. You want to get as close to the goaltender as you can, and then once you can kind of regroup, then you work yourself back out. But a great job by Jagr to come back and help defensively.
Bure now, drop it down deep in the corner. Savard back to the point man. Housley fakes a shot. On to Bure. Iginla and the Flames keep the attack going. Kovalev and Straka, the penalty carries up front. Long shot by Bure, misses on the far side. And it jumps all the way back to center. This will be Bure on to Savard. Off the leg, and he goes right to the net. And a very quick alert move there by Aubin to keep that puck out. Boronik gets to the puck. And defensively, he does a great job of getting that puck out of his own zone.
Boronik does a lot of little things that help win you hockey games.
He's got to do them consistently. That's probably the biggest problem that Joseph Boronik has had, is not being consistent. Great play on the Jagr goal there, and a great defensive play killing a penalty.
This is Lemieux reaching for the puck. Play over to Ferentz, and he hurries it down the ice. With only 25 ticks of the clock to go here on this power play for the Calgary Flames. 4-3, the Penguins lead here in the third. Shoots the puck in. Aubin couldn't stop it. Stillman races for it. Does come loose behind the goal, and they get it back to Stillman. Stillman onto the right side. And almost losing the puck was Abilene. It goes into the corner. Hammered by Janssen, the Penguins, and up ice it goes.
This is a big kill for the Penguins. Think about the Wolves of the penalty killing as of late. Giving up 2 already here tonight. Huge kill.
Jaromir Jagr has hit the 40-goal plateau again. He is now tied with Alexei Kovalev and Peter Bondrub, all with 40 goals, 5 behind the league leader, Pavel Bure. That's 45 for the Florida Panthers. Good night. 4-pointer for Jagr. Here comes Straka. Flipping the puck into the Calgary zone. Vernon will let Jagr take it. Calgary had a 2-0 lead in this game. 2 power play goals in the first period, and to the Penguins' credit, they're really out of sync. It doesn't look really at that point to be within range, but they had a lot of time to work with, and they battled back. And they now have the lead for the first time here in the third period. This is Primo. Laying the puck over to Jan Erdina. Boronik behind the cage. Makes a nice skating move there to avoid shots for a moment. He's hanging tough with him. Boronik keeps right on going, turns and shoots it. Block picked up by Erdina, and he shovels it off on the glove hand side of Vernon. It was really all set up by the work of Joe Boronik, the Penguin forward, who made all that happen. Just with tenacious work. Erdina keeps the attack going. He and Primo on here. Stevens is on for the Penguins. They give it to him. A twister. Earning the pad save. And finally gathered in here. Johnson's going to take it. He wants to get to center red and get off the ice. And he wills. He shoots it in. It was a terrific fifth by that line. Less than 6 minutes to go in regulation. Here comes Lemieux charging hard. Down the right wing. I think the Penguins can sense a kill right now. They can maybe finish it off. Stevens trying to get the shot on Vernon. Within range, but Calgary has other ideas, and Derek Morris on to center. Goes to Lidman. Lowry and Kasparaitis go against one another. They collide. The puck comes free, and Lemieux trying to clean up his own end. Double team, and he lost the puck. Lowry confiscates momentarily by Ferentz. Jagr's hit from behind. Clark works it free. His shot blocked. Gets it back again, trying to center it. Ferentz with a diving defensive effort to block the attempted pass in front. Lowry without a stick. And Kasparaitis had it. He flipped it back in the air, and it went right to Lowry's hand. 10 feet away.
Great shift there for Andrew Ferentz. Couple big hits, a nice block. Another hit there on Iginla. Playing with a lot of confidence right now.
On to the net area, and Vernon will take the puck, play it off the window. 4:50 left in regulation. Penguins Kovalev with that puck. Drop it to Lang. He turns around in front. There's Straka, backhander. He shoots and scores. Marty Straka, and the Penguins have built it to a 5-3 lead, and she wants to sell my monkey.
Well, since the goal by Jagr, it's been all Penguins after that huge kill at the key time. Robert Lang knew Marty Straka was down low, but a good job by Alexei Kovalev. What a great pass over to Lang. Lang controls it backhand, throws it in front, goes right between the legs of defenseman Derek Morris. Look at the hand-eye coordination by Straka. Comes right in, kicks it from his right skate, sets it up perfectly right between the legs of Vernon. Huge goal by the Pens, 5-3 with 4:44 left to go. Number 24 for Straka.
And if anybody has earned a goal here in this third period, you would have to say Marty Straka has. We'll be back.
Ed, so what's coming up on Fox Sports Net? You know?
Busy, busy, busy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. At New York, home to the Islanders. At Florida and at Tampa Bay. Chance to make some hay.
No, Hayes, the coach of Calgary.
And he's
also
a winger, yeah.
And Dwayne Hay didn't play tonight. He was a healthy scrap. Straka banging right to the goal. Vernon. And a stick save there. The Penguins have a little cushion to work with right now. Leading 5-3 here against Calgary. Weaver comes back. He hammers one off the glove of John Sebastian Aubin. Boogie at the center. I'm going to give the Penguins. I mean, we still have 4 minutes to go and some time left here in this hockey game. But Malkin going out of the lineup and no report on him. Gone for the night. 2 defensemen coming back that hadn't played for quite a while. Bergevin and Johnson. And to pick it up and be able to handle the adversity and get through it and rally and come from behind. An impressive game for the Penguins. They use their firepower and they use it well. Hogan Brown on New Jersey for the top scoring team in the National Hockey League. As Eddie tells you about something else coming up here on Fox Sports Net.
It's the power play. That's been the big key again tonight. Well, every Sunday before the green flag drops, it's NASCAR This Morning. Just the best pre-race tailgate party this side of Talladega. We'll preview the latest developments trackside and get you ready for the Rockingham 400. NASCAR This Morning right here on Fox Sports Net tomorrow. Check your local listings.
New Jersey has played 68 games. They have scored 235 goals on the year, tops in the NHL. The Penguins are second now. The Penguins have scored 232. They are certainly within range to be the top scoring unit. A couple of other teams, Colorado and one other one that's in there too as far as high scoring teams. Savard puts it right up the twine as it hops around the net now, and Aubin's going to dive to pick it up. Well, with Lemieux back, you would figure the Penguins' forward is going to be the strength.
Ottawa's up there too.
Yeah.
They got 217 going into tonight. St. Louis at 219.
The Kings for the longest time on the year were the top scoring team in the league,
They're
and Vancouver was also in there.
See, Vancouver traded for Drake Barahowski.
I didn't see that.
Nashville, I believe.
And who did they give up?
I want to say it's Freddie Charles, I believe. Future considerations.
Freddie Charles.
Yes.
Yeah, Freddie Charles. Future considerations. Speaking of future considerations,
Felix played really well in Los Angeles since being traded away.
We're now in the third period. Do you think the old Tiger down in Raleigh is watching the game again? Huh?
Got a little help today. They beat Boston, so
yeah.
Hurricanes have Edmonton, who played a huge game last night against Buffalo, winning 4-0. The first game of a 6-game road trip. And every time I turn around, Ronnie Francis is setting somebody up for another goal.
Big season. Carolina trying to make the playoffs once again. Kevin Stevens out off Lemieux's hand. He shakes it as it jumps back down to Lidman. 2:35 to go. Vicky is stymied by Bergevin back to the left point, and Wilm will take a shot as Aubin plays away. 31 shots Calgary has had tonight. McKinley coming down the alley, and he lost the puck. Kovalev onto the left wing to Straka. It's back to 27, lost the puck, and here come the Flames in mass. A 5-man rush coming to the Penguins in. Again, wristing one up the blocker. Aubin right back to the net. Housley drills it, and Aubin stops that. Seeing Aubin again here in this third period when he's had to, has come up with some key saves, and the Penguins, you know, have the lead. There's been a lot talked about Aubin, but I don't have a problem with John Sebastian Aubin. I really don't.
Well, Kovalev lost the puck just inside the Calgary zone. You got to keep that puck going ahead. Got a 2-goal lead. Good save there off of Ginla. Near has to make a save on Phil Housley, who kind of just pitchforked it at the net. But you got to make sure you get those pucks in. And John Sebastian Aubin has been up to the task again tonight. So Garceau gets back on the ice and skating. He is the main man.
Here comes Zerdina. Well, somebody's got to win the games. And he's doing it. He's putting in the W side of the ledger. Icing called against the Penguins.
There'll be lots of talk the next couple days on what possibly Craig Patrick will do at the trade deadline. And I was really surprised tonight that Jeff Norton wasn't in the lineup. You mentioned he scored the game-winning goal the other night and played very, very well with Andrew Ferens. Laukinen goes down now. Also was +3 in that game the other night in Atlanta.
Ron Sutter
have to be ready to go.
Comes in here against Tardino. Well, the one thing that you would love to have, and that is some depth going in, because
I think experience too. I mean, it's one thing to have depth when you have younger players that get thrown in that situation, but Norton and Bergevin are veteran guys that have been around a long time, and the coaches call on them, they'll be ready to go.
Veronic leads the rush back onto the Calgary zone. Primo going in for it. Will they pull goaltender Vernon here down by 2? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if Don Hay does that. On Sutter, a good third period for the Penguins. Scoring twice here. A shot by Aginla, missing. Jagr right now would have the game-winning goal. Aginla knocked down by Janssen. Back in front of the net. Vernon remains in the net. Here's Bure trying to stuff it into the short side. Can't do it. They keep coming in a backhander. Now Vernon does head towards a goal, but doesn't come off. Now he heads to the bench. 39 to go. They waited a while before they brought him off. Well, I'll tell you, when you do that, you do open the door for number 66 and 68 to Bernier. Lemieux throw it up the middle of the ice. It comes to Stevens. Whip it towards the empty net. And just missed. Stevens is going to get after the puck and get it himself. Back now to Jagr. Fires. He gets his third of the night. The hat trick for Jaromir Jagr. And here come the hats. It's hat night at the Mellon Arena. And they all start to throw them back on the ice. Ladies and gentlemen, you got it. Elvis has just left the building. It's appropriate that a hat trick was scored on a night like this, isn't it?
Well, Lemieux sends it up to Kevin Stevens, who tried to hit the empty net, but Stevens, with good hard work, stays with it, and saw Jagr coming right in, and a beautiful top shelf empty netter. Now the key is you got to go find the hatchet that you threw on the ice.
Yeah, good luck. Well, you know what they can do, Edzo? They could have another hat night.
I got my 3 right here. You kidding me?
Well, I threw them out.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did, Edzo. Yeah, they're on the ice. Yeah.
I got them tied to my leg.
Well, Jaromir Jagr, another hat trick for number 68.
5-point night.
And over the century mark, or what, at the century mark? And it's 100 points.
100 points. Lemieux and Stevens should get assists on that.
And they do, and Lemieux has 4. And so in mass now, they almost need a bulldozer to come in here and clean up the hats. Now what they should do, I guess, is all the people that did throw their hats on the ice is have one specific location, maybe in a big bin. Look at the referees down here picking the hats up too. You got it. You're missing a great picture here if you can. The referee, Tommy Cowell down. He was picking them up by hand.
Yeah, he was handing them to Tommy Plasko down there. Tracy Lupe down there as well.
This is, you know, frankly, with the new rule in the National Hockey League, the Penguins probably should get a minor penalty here. And I only say that because of the rat situation in Florida. And this would be comparable, but it's almost obscene.
Well, it rhymes anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do not think that any referee is going to call specifically when he knows, he now knows, if he didn't before, that this is a This is a hat night at the Mellon Arena. When you write the book, the referee's going to say, yeah, one night we were in Pittsburgh and Jagr scored a hat trick and 4,000 hats came on the ice. Sure it did. Yeah, it was a hat night.
They were all yellow.
Yeah, all the same hat. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Well,
people wonder what happens with these hats. A lot of times the fine people here at the Mellon Arena, Iceberg probably takes a couple thousand for all his Penguin buddies. But a lot of those bag of hats will come right to the locker room, and the players will get a bunch of those and give them away to the people on the outside. And a lot of times they'll take them to hospitals or some schools. I know some teams I played on, they brought them to some schools and passed them out to kids.
Except the 3 that you have. They won't get those.
They're going to a family.
I know they are. Oh, goodness.
Well, that lady loves Jaromir Jagr. 100 points for number 68.
Now, this is one tradition I hope they never do away with. They had earlier times in Canada twice, one in Ottawa, one in Montreal, where they had hat tricks and nobody threw anything on the ice. I think this is a special. Your hat is just part of the game and the lore of it and the history.
He's a happy human.
Yeah, they could just have a spot here in the arena. Like I said, when they leave the building, they could pick it up again. They could put them all in one place. Some of them.
I'm going to find out where those are.
What, are you going to do that and then you'll have them for your hat trick you scored in the alumni game?
I'll just settle for one.
That's a week from today at 2 o'clock, right?
Tomorrow. Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow. Yeah, a week from tomorrow. Come and see the great Edzo in person.
Be a lot of fun. Craig Patrick said he's going to try to be there. Ricky Keogh.
Find out why Edzo is retired. Oh. It's okay. It's all right. We're going to throw hats at you.
Why?
Well, the guys told me your legs. I mean, oh, Edzo, I'll come and see you skate. If nobody else will, I will. Okay.
Oh, they better come. It's for charity.
All right. And you know that's in good. That's.
I know.
Just a little fun.
And a big bullseye.
All right. So how many hats did they throw on the ice when you scored your hat tricks? Did they ever have a hat night?
No.
No, but you had a few hat tricks in your day. Yeah, you did. More than a couple. No, let's don't be modest here about it. No,
it's a great feeling. It really is. A great night by.
Well, you talk about our crew. Let's give the arena crew a lot of credit. I mean, these guys are working hard here to get all this cleaned up for the final 17.9 seconds.
Jaromir Jagr becomes the first player this year in the NHL to reach 100 points.
This is a big win for the Penguins because with Boston losing today, I've got it figured Boston really is going to have to play some great hockey to edge the Penguins out.
They got to get Byron. They got to get Byron Defoe back if they got any chance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been really hurt. And Graham started again today and got pulled, and Scudra came in.
Well, we get back to action here. Calgary will continue its streak without winning here since 1989. We're in the driver's seat early. And this one comes to a close with 2 seconds left, and that'll do it. John Sebastian Aubin surrounded by his Penguin teammates. And Jaromir Jagr with a hat trick, a 5-point night. Mario Lemieux adds 4. And the Penguins have defeated the Calgary Flames here tonight 6-3. Jagr quite naturally is our player of the game. And rightly so. A big comeback for the Penguins, who I really thought at one point were looking like they were going to be in real trouble all night long.
Down 2-0. Again, they're penalty killing. I think that's one area that they definitely have to really work on. I mean, the coaches are trying, Randy Hillier and Ricky Keogh, Joey Mullen, Ivan Holinka. They've been trying. They're trying a lot of different things, and sometimes when it goes bad, it really goes bad. As we know, when the Penguins power play, when it's going good, it's unbelievable. Right now, it's the other way. We talk about it all the time. Your power play wins you games. Your penalty killing can lose your games. And tonight, the power play ended up coming up big for the Penguins, and they got to get that turned around, especially going down the stretch into the playoffs.
All right, and I'm lobbying for your comeback.
No, great job, Mike Kling. Way to go.
That's why I'm saying I'm lobbying for your comeback. I am.
What, streetcar named retire? Is that what you're gonna?
You're doing great.
Join us again on Monday night as the Rangers and the Penguins meet at Madison Square Garden. Coverage will begin at 7 o'clock on Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh. Coming up next, the WAC Championship, Hawaii versus Tulsa in progress. Final score, 6-3 Penn. Freddie Otek, Mike Lang saying so long, everybody.